Yeah, and it's looking like Lapras and Hooper. Hooper again is an absolutely pain in the behind to play against, so a smart ban. And Lapras again, very impressive tank.
Yeah, Lapras is... I love Lapras. Lapras is just amazing. Again, they were banned quite regularly yesterday, so coming in for the ban today is not surprising at all. Looks like locked in, though, for Type-Wooper is the Inteleon. Inteleon again making another appearance in the game. Obviously, he must be a fan favourite for these teams. Over, though, with Kimako, we have got Umbreon and Slowbro, double tank. Love to see it.
Yeah, double tank is always a staple to a lot of very good team comps. Though with Azation, sort of Pokemon that can actually rip through these fairly quickly. So have to make sure you're very careful of your positioning against Azation. Make sure he doesn't dive on you and just cut you to pieces.
Yeah, Azation very, very deadly in the Unite world at the moment. Even with some of his nerfs he's had, he's still very, very much a dangerous mon. But they have gone for the Venusaur and the Ninetales over on Kimako. Ninetales again coming back, must be another fan favourite. And looks like double defender as well happening over on the Wooper team, where they've got the Goodra and the Trevenant.
Yeah, looking at these two teams, both just jam-packed full of strong Pokemon, but I must admit, I think Type-Wooper probably have the stronger the draft. I don't know, actually, it's quite hard to pick, really, because, you know, you've got your Umbreon, you've got Slowbro, Leafeon, Venusaur, A9, all really good, but you can't ignore the Zacian, you can't ignore the Inteleon. Trevenant and Goodra are very, very scary front line, because not only are they going to defend and soak up a lot of damage, they've got to damage you back quite nicely. And Blissey, probably one of, if not the most reliable supports in the game, especially if you go for heals. So it'll be very interesting to see how this pans out.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Kimako return. Yeah, like I say, we've got a special place because they were here in Season 1. Okay, for Type-Wooper, we have got a Zacian played by, I can't pronounce that, probably Ashi. Larlad, we've got Inteleon, Noodle playing Trevenant, Luna playing Blissey, Dr. Toto, Goodra. Over on Kimako, we've got Tins with Venusaur, Souls with Ninetail, Iron with the Umbreon, DB James playing Leafeon, and Quagney playing Slowbro. I thought Quag might have gone for the Snorlax, but no, the Slowbro is gone.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how who goes where. We've got a Zacian going to the bot lane with a Trevenant. Looks like Inteleon going into jungle, and Goodra and Blissey going to head off into the top lane. Yeah,
and over on the Kimako, it looks like double Eevee top. So the Leafeon and the Umbreon going top lane with the Venusaur going in the jungle. And down the bottom, you've got the Bro and the Ninetales. Very, very interesting. Especially with the double Eevee up top, it's going to be interesting. They're going to want to get those evolutions quick, because otherwise they're going to suffer.
Yeah, you know, it's quite interesting. We've seen a Leafeon in lane, and I believe this might be the first time we've seen a lane Leafeon. It goes to show how versatile that Pokemon is. It works just as well in lane, sometimes even better, but works also just as well in jungle.
Leafeon has obviously evolved into the Leafeon, and Goodra does try and chase him, but he runs away. And now the Umbreon has picked up as well, so they have both evolved, which is vital. They needed that quick, and they've done it under 1 minute, so that's really impressive by them to get them in quick.
Yep, and as you see, we've got Tins and Lowlad both positioning for the 850Bs. We'll see how this is going to pan out. I'm straight in there to engage. Oh wow,
yeah,
big damage.
That was impressive with the Leafeon's blade attack there.
Oh, Goodra caught out there, unfortunately. Absolutely punished by the Solar Blade and Tins' Razor Leaf.
Oh, again, the Solar Beam Leafeon and Venusaur combo is actually quite deadly, actually. I'm not going to lie. But we're just going to tweet it down to bottom lane where actually action is taking place. Ninetales and Slowbro are doing some numbers here, picking away at that bottom lane goal. And it looks like it was just the Trevenant on their own there for a moment. Yeah, and then they go now for the centre as the centre Bs come up in 4 seconds.
Yep, Slowbro anticipating the Zacian being in the bush and getting a good scored off there. Zacian running in there, though, starting the bird, but I think maybe Tim's actually got the majority of that, and Zacian being punished and executed by Leafeon. Goodra also now trapped, can't get all what. Yeah, that was very impressive.
Kimako with some amazing coordination there. Quackney's been caught out here. Trevenant's on him and the Italian's obviously doing some damage. Here comes the Ninetales there with the support, allowing Slowbro to actually retreat. Umbreon coming in as well. Ninetales looking maybe in a little bit too there.
Trevenant's been caught out. He's going to be able to get away. No, executed by the Ninetales. Very quick damage.
I thought the Ninetales was in trouble there, but was able to keep hold of that. Trevenant went down. Oh, dirty solar beam there.
I actually missed that. I was watching Leafeon and Googe a little exchange in the top here. I think it's just a fire over the bees. Before the objectives start up.
It looks like the bottom objective is the main objective here for both teams, as all majority of them are here. Though Kimako do have a better position as they are further forward. And it looks like actually Kimako might actually get this here. Oh no, Trevenant jumps in on the Slowbro. Quackney on really low health, manages to get some health in. They take the Registeel and now they're going for the team fight. Team fight coming in. Quackney goes down. Oh no, Heliphon takes him down, but they do manage to get that Registeel, which is really important.
Nearly picked up 2 kills there, one on the Zacian, one on the Trevenant, both managing to get out with a sliver of health. Maybe teams will start. Yeah, looks like Zacian might be heading up to top, but I think he's coming back down for the last minute bit of XP before teams start to rotate to the top objective, Regieleki.
Yeah, it looks like the Leafeon and the Gudra just dancing around at the moment, waiting for the teams to join them for this Regieleki. It'd be interesting to see what tactics they employ here. Okay, looks like Type-Wooper have actually got there first, but hot on their heels is Kimako. But Kimako haven't fully arrived. Venusaur holding back a little bit here, and the Bro and the Trev down bottom.
Yeah, and I think the thing is as well, Kimako have a bit more space to delay, maybe not start this. They have a very clear level advantage, and I think it really is in their favour. Zacian trying to get to the A9, absolutely CC.
Oh, Zacian goes down. Gudra goes down.
Oh, that's going to hurt. I think that takes... oh, Leafeon jumping in with an ult, wipes out Type-Wooper's team. Only one left alive is Blissey and the Trevenant in the bot lane, but it's too late at this point. Blissey goes down. It's got to be trying to break it before it hits the goal. Unfortunately, it can't, but the goal breaks either way. Yeah,
amazing play there by Kimako. Kimako dominating right now. They have defended their goals really well by playing really aggressive and pushing them right onto Type-Wooper, and so far that's played in really well for them because they currently have not actually conceded any goals.
Yeah, if I was Type-Wooper, I would be feeling the pressure, but these teams, they don't crack under pressure. They're doing the right things. They are farming as and when they can, but Kimako are making it really hard to do so. Leafeon having a quick look in their jungle, see if there's any juicy XP to pick up there. But we look like we're going to have another team fight in the bottom. Gudra engaging heavily onto the Umbreon and the Ninetale. Works, gets killed. Iron's down as well. This works really well.
That was impressive there, getting them down quick. And it looks like the Slowbro just holding on there, soaking up all that damage. Trevenant comes in, Trevenant just takes down the Leafeon, and now Wooper are actually pushing Kimako back.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, but a lot of this is Inteleon with these little, I forget the name of that move, but it's the one that isn't a snipe, which is fantastic damage, and unfortunately though, go caught out of position again. Umbreon punishing anyone who gets a bit too close to them. Mixed with Venusaur's absolutely insane burst damage.
That was really, really good play there by Type-Wooper. They did really well to push back Kimako, and yeah, that was a really, really impressive play, really impressive that. And we've got 13 seconds until the Regieleki is ready to go. Leafeon is ready to rock and roll. Umbreon joined them, Ninetales as well. It looks like Trev and Inteleon are hot on the heels and coming ready for this Regieleki.
Yeah, I think this is going to be very, very hard for Type-Wooper to actually do anything about it. Iron in a very aggressive position. Might actually... Oh no, he ulted and I think he's going to get away from this.
Ninetale takes the Reggie though.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. A fantastic distraction. Noodle getting a beautiful bit of CC there, but was it worth doing it?
There's a nice little play there by Trev, got some nice damage on them. And it looks like now Kimako is going to retreat and do some farming.
Yeah, just keep extending that lead. They've got an XP. So we've got Venusaur in the jungle. Bot lane is just maybe going to pick out Toto here, but he manages to get back onto his goal. A lot of pressure coming in. He's... Oh, is that an ult I just saw?
I don't know if it was an ult up, but Toto is pushing forward as the rest of Kimako come to join the Bro and the Ninetales. Another team fight kick off. That Solar Beam coming in yet again. Umbron coming now to join the party. I think that was just a bit of a playful encounter, getting ready, but this Reggie Ice is here. 23 seconds.
Yeah, we'll just have a quick look at the top lane realization. He looks like he's just doing some heavy farming. Level 12, 15 seconds for the raid. That is not a position you really want to be in as one of your team's main carries. So it's good to see he's getting some farm, getting the XP and getting it done. Hopefully he can hit level 13 before the raid.
There looks like Type-Wooper got their first 50 in. The Zacian in the top goal there. The Quasar appears, but teams are all over the place and there's no real positioning going on here at the moment.
Yeah, Slowbro in a very aggressive position, just passively getting his HP back, but he's not careful. He could be picked out there from the Trevenant with some heavy CT. Irons looks like he's positioning with his Umbreon. He's gonna want to try and grab one of the enemy team, trap them, and then hopefully the rest of Kimako can jump on it. Who are we going to see?
Oh, they've gone in now to fight. Solarbeam comes in, massive damage. Here comes the ults.
Venusaur ult, Venusaur Solar Beam. Just
And
maybe a bit too much.
A team wipe almost. Oh, Italian manages to escape, and was almost a team wipe there. Italian actually do some back damage there on Iron. But yeah, now Quasar is free for the taken. Italian, can he come in for the steal? I don't think so. He gets taken out by the Ninetales.
Yeah, for those who might not know Inteleon, he can go invisible, but you can still see a rough silhouette. So, you know, to the trained eye, like this Ninetales was able to make him out and just punish him for it.
Yeah, very well played there by the Kimako team here. They've managed to dominate this game completely. Type-Wooper are going to have to really give their head a wobble as they go into round 2 after this.
Yeah, definitely looking at the score, it does look a lot more one-sided than it actually perhaps was. I think both teams did play well at Kimako, to be fair to them. Did not really make any mistakes. You had Iron having his fantastic engagements, picking out the targets he needed to. Might have been a bit of a different match if we got a bit of spinning from the slow road there, having a bit of fun.
Yeah,
Zacian having none of it though. He's going to try and absolutely destroy him. Always like to see the spin of friendship.
3, 2.
Yeah, it's always nice when you see teams giving a bit of respect. You know, they know they've won, so they don't want to, like, you know, have a little bit of a spin around. I think last season we had a couple of tanks do that. They knew the game was over, so they just had a bit of a dance off, spinning around on goal.
I think it was Quack from Gold Ducks. So big shout out to Gold Ducks, my old team. They love to have a little spin in the games. But as we now finish, we have a quick look at the battle data and have a look at see how well these players did.
Yeah, let's have a quick butcher share. So I'm noticing here we've got some nice healing here, but this time coming from the Blissey over from the Type-Wooper with a 94k. Very nice. But it does look like the max damage actually only just comes from Kimako with the Ninetales on the 89,000, but really, really close by the Italian over on Type-Wooper with the 87,000.
Yeah, got some really impressive stats here, but I think the one that stands out the most for me is probably the Zacian with only 25k damage, and that's really going to hurt the chances of a win for the team. But, you know, you play against impressive Pokemon, they stop you from doing your damage, and that's what you expect to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's very surprising. I don't think I've seen a low damage Zacian in a long time, so I think something's going to have to be revised there. I think Kimako was ready to deal with that Zacian, and it just goes to prove because they did hardly anything. Like you say, could be a different story if Zacian actually had more of a chance to, you know, make more of an impact in that game.
And this is for everybody who's watching, you know, these Pokemon like Zacians and your Mewtwo's, if you can get on top of them early.
They're not making an appearance. Here we go though, but it looks like it's... Wasn't Lapras already banned?
Lapras was actually already banned, so I think there might have been a bit of confusion there, but it's happened now. So
yeah, well that's
so far, so currently we're sitting on a Hooper and Lapras ban from the first game, and we've now got a Slowbro And for whatever reason, they banned Lapras again for the second game. Just so people are aware, we are doing store ban system. So once a Pokemon is banned in one game, it is banned for the remainder, the other 1 or 2 games you will be playing.
Yeah, there could have been a bit of a communication issue there, or maybe a little bit of misunderstanding of the ban system, but it just means it's a free ban, it's just gone. So we're looking at the team comms here, and they're Kimako quickly to secure the Zacian and quickly to get the Umbreon. Be interesting now that Kimako have the Zacian, if they can do better than what Type-Wooper did. But over on Type-Wooper, they have gone for the Trevenant this time, and yeah, the Trev's going to do, well, they've had Trevenant last time, so they've gone back with the Trev, and they've gone back with the Inteleon, and they've also got the Fable.
Yep, and they also picked up the Venusaur, but Kimiko's answer to that is, well, fine, we have our own Solar Beam, and they picked up the Mew, so it's going to be a beam off this game, I think. And here we go, Delphox, fantastic pick.
Delphox,
you know, darting around, throwing fire out, or massive CC with his spin and true damage off of his Fire Blast. So this should be very. Blastoise. Here we go. That could spell a lot of trouble for Mew and Delphox. If he's going for the rapid spin build, he could dive right into the back line. Spin, 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 spin. Dead.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting with this. I mean, they've got... It looks like Type-Wooper have got a better team comp than last game. I'm happy to see that they've got the Venusaur and the Blastoise together. That's going to be really good. But Kimako have got the Delphox, got the Umbreon, got the Mew, and they've got the Zacian as well, backing up with the Blissey. That is a demon of a team to go against.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to come down to, I think, who can get to the opposing team's backline first. You know, if you can knock out the Delphox and the Mew, it's going to really help you. If you want to knock out the Inteleon and the Venusaur, it's really going to help you. So this should be quite interesting.
Okay, round 2 coming in for Kimako. We've got Tins playing Delphox, Quagney playing Umbreon, Iron playing Bissy, Souls playing Mew, and James playing Zacian. Over on Type-Wooper, we have got Nashi playing Venusaur, Toto playing Blastoise, Larlad playing Inteleon, Noodle and Trevenant, and Luna playing Fable. 2 very respectable teams there. I don't think anyone's a bad team, but let's see which one comes on top.
Ready, go!
Okay, following Kimako off the bat here, and looks like we've got the Delphox going in the jungle, Umbreon and Mew down the bottom, and the Zacian and the Blissey at the top. Over on Type-Wooper, it looks like the Inteleon is going for the jungle, but it looks like maybe having a Fable. Is a Fable there holding for maybe a potential jungle invade? Not sure, or protecting from a jungle invade, leaving the Blastoise on their own up top. Down bottom, we do have the Trevenant and the Venusaur. A little bit of engagement there, nothing too serious.
Yeah, Umbreon's still sticking around though, trying to finish up Mew skills the farm, and that's exactly why he was sticking around.
Looks like on the top lane, Zacian is taking advantage of just that lone Squirtle, but Fable does come back up to lane to help. It'll be interesting to see which lane the junglers go. It might look that both of them going top. Yeah, that's right, they're both going top lane. And it's going to be interesting here because actually, I'm trying to see who's got the better lead. It looks like actually Type-Wooper of slightly, slightly in the lead. No, not the word the lead, not anymore.
Yeah, but this is now evolved, so it's now unlocks the first move, and Zacian just ripping through that. Squirtle comes out and responds by doing some big damage on Zacian there, but wasn't enough to steal the XP. Inteleon positioning very aggressively. I think he wants to try and do some sniping on Tins.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to play a little bit aggressive there. And down, one quick down bottom here. Looks like there's a bit of battle between the Umbreon and the Mew against the Venusaur. Trevenant got him from some dunks there, and he is actually caught out here by the Umbreon as he's trapped, trying to get away on below half health, and does manage to escape. That's Solar Beam. Oh, the Mew Solar Beam.
Yeah, and just a message in the chat from Sphinx Satisfy. Let's see if Kiko has worthwhile damage with Zacian. I think we might see it this game. He's playing very well. Doing a bit of a spin in the bush there. Love to see it.
A little bit of a, I can see a little dance, but we do go down for the middle birds, and trying to see who got them.
Yeah, well, Kimiko kind of just
just
walked in. I'm having these, and they just walked straight out again.
Iron does go down though. Iron is out of the guy. I think he's actually the first. Is he the first one to go down?
Well, I think he might have been actually. Yeah.
Gets caught out, and Zacian here backcapping. Is he going for a jungle raid here? No.
He's just checking to see if the buffs are up, and he's going to go dunking the top. But it looks like Type-Wooper are going to stick around the bottom for the first objective. Maybe Wartalk will try to get some XP and stop the Zacian from farming, but it's so hard to stop him from farming. Secure is so nice, big damage.
Down the bottom, both teams do get ready. 15 seconds. The Mew coming with a little solar beam there. I'm just going to go back up top again because it does seem that's where the action is. Oh, DP James gets caught out on. What a kill! What a kill!
So much damage coming from rapid spin. There's not much you can do about it. You have to try and get out of the way or kill him before he kills you.
Yeah, and Zacian got caught out there. That was an amazing play there by Toto. And it looks like Type-Wooper do have a bit of an advantage here. Solar beam coming in, and all the Umbreon steals. That was close. Both of those solar beams were coming in, and Umbreon comes in and takes it off him.
Yeah, you'd be kicking yourself if you was Wooper there. Their positioning was much better. They had all the damage ready, but Umbreon of all Pokemon was able to just snag it at the last second there.
I think what softened it was the fact that the Mew solar beam would come in just at the right time, and I think that's what snagged it really.
Okay, so it looks like teams are starting to rotate to the top lane for Regieleki. Wooper again there first, they're trying to get some picks here. Zacian being very aggressive. Last way spinning, but he just pulls back. Probably a smart thing to do. The Fable healing everyone up a little bit.
Oh, nice little beam there.
Venus for Responser.
Mew's almost down. Mew goes down. Italian, nice snipe. Takes out the Mew, which is really important at this critical moment where the Regieleki is now open to attack.
And this is we have a Blastoise, level 9 Blastoise, which means he has his ult ready, so with good position he could actually here he comes.
Yeah, nice ult. Perfect.
Called it. Now he's going to mop up with 2 more kills, I think. Hein just gets away.
That shield from the base saved him. The shield from the base saved him. Now that was a really good play though by Type-Wooper. Really, really good play. Oh, nice deadly solar beam coming in there from the Mew. Pull back. Yeah, wow, that was just some good pressure. Some really good pressure there by Type-Wooper. Kimako actually feeling the pain in this game. Not as easy as last game.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately there's not going to be much rest for the Wicked here because the next objective is already spawning. Looks like Venusaur is trying to get his level 9 so he gets his
Blastoise is chasing down Zacian yet again, pushing him away from the goal. Amazing to see.
Yeah, even with all of Blastoise's defensive stats, Zacian, you know, he has to try and essentially one-shot him before Blastoise starts answering and doing the damage back. And I think he does have Blastoise does have a level advantage over the Zacian, which is good to see. Let's see.
Newcomers with a solar beam, Delphox with ult. Takes out the Venusaur, amazing.
Yeah, there goes most of the damage. You've got Umbreon's trapping the low lads with his Inteleon.
That solar beam comes in and catches the Cafable there. Wow.
Yeah, good response, and this should probably be a Kimako bottom objective. Yep, Delphox starting with support from you. Blissey and Umbreon just doing some zoning there in the bush.
But can they get a steal? Umbreon is holding them back, allowing Kimako to get it. Solar beam comes in a little bit too late though. And actually putting that solar beam. I
think he missed his ult there. I think that was meant to be for the Reggie, but it just went into dead space. Umbreon having the time of his life, only just goes down.
Reggie was doing really well there, to be fair. But now this is flipped over to Type-Wooper. Wooper have now got the advantage down the bottom. Yep. Solar beam comes in from Mew. That's it. Nice. And Inteleon takes a steal. Yeah, we saw that coming. Mew's solar beam, unfortunately, coming a little bit too early there, allowing Inteleon just to mop up that remaining health.
Yeah, it was a nice play from the Umbreon, just tying up pretty much the whole enemy team, but unfortunately they were not able to use that time to secure the bottom objective. And let's see, what, 3 minutes and come up to 10 seconds left of the game. Teams are now rotating to the top lane for the top objective. Blastoise is diving in heavy on the Zacian, forcing him to go back to base. Blissey's back though.
I tell you what, Dr.
needing heals.
Dr. Toto has done amazing that top lane. He has not allowed Zacian any room to bleed, just bullying him, pushing him back, and actually preventing him from getting those mad levels up.
Yeah, and this is why I absolutely love Blastoise. But jumping in there again, spreading his damage. And you know, you just have to run away. There's not much you can do about it. Zacian diving really heavy.
Listen with the take.
Love to see it. They see the objectives fall up. GG. teams kind of just looks like they're defensive on the pads here. Not sure if Kimiko's going to want to do anything about it. Maybe throw down the odd solo from you just to poke, but I think it's going to be very easy defended.
Yeah, they had plenty of time to defend that. That was a late top lane take, so that was quite nice and easy for them. Teams now just get the last bit of farms. We are like literally 10 seconds away from the requires that this is going to be right down. It says the scores are tight. The scores are tight.
And you know what? It's come up to the raid fight. We haven't got a single level 13, and this is because most of this game has been fighting around objectives, not as much fun as people would like. So Delphox is level 13. Teams now positioning. Blastoise zoning out the Zacian. Very well done. It's taking the speed berry. Zacian's spinning around with frustration, I would imagine.
Yeah, just waiting. The teams are playing around each other. No one really going in for the engagement because they do know that the scores are so tight that as soon as they lose the team fight, that's it. It's going to be pretty much a win for the opposition. So they are playing very, very, very careful here. Umbreon gets him in a nice little solo beam there with Mew, but on the Trevenant it's not really going to cause too much damage. Zacian at the top here, just dancing around. Dr. Toto keeping his eyes on him, not letting him out of his range.
We have a big attack coming from the back here. Mew diving onto the Venusaur, catching him on his own, but Clefable was able to get to him and stand down. Venusaur turning back, big ult coming down, takes out the Mew. Zacian's on half health, it's charged up in his ult, manages to get it off.
Nice ult come in there from Delphox. Type-Wooper just took out 2 other Pokemon, and now another one. That's a team wipe. Kimako have been team wiped. Kimako have been team wiped. Team Wooper now have the grounds themselves. Can they loot size on this? No, they're going in for the dunks, which is very, very smart.
Yeah, we've got to make it quick though, because Mew is back up, and we all know how strong Mew can be. Managing to stop the interrupt the score there. Not sure what the right play was to do there, to score goals or to flip the Rayquaza, but I suppose with Mew coming up it's a very risky play because of the solar beam still. So I think it's now just a case of them defending
down the bottom lane. Looks like they're trying to get the point in. Trevenant is now defending on his own against 4 of them. We've got 14 seconds. He really needs to defend hard here. Venusaur comes in, Clefable comes in, Italian comes in. 10 seconds to go. Looks like Type-Wooper have got a win here.
Trevenant, what an MVP play just there, holding up 4 people, stopping them from scoring, and
wow,
just wasn't enough. Fantastic.
Wow. That was amazing. Type-Wooper coming back, and that was an amazing game. Wow.
So that's a 1-on-1 if I'm correct.
That is a 1-on-1 yet again.
Wow, really close games on this Sunday's. Really close game.
Dr. Toto and Pot Noodle, the 2 defenders, actually putting in the groundwork there. Wow, they were. Dr. Toto, the Blastoise, was just not allowing the Zacian to move. That top lane, whenever he put forward, Dr. Toto was there, rapid spinning, pushing him away, and to be fair, the damage output was amazing. And then when it comes to the Rayquaza again, the Blastoise just blocking the Zacian off, not letting him get anywhere near it. And then right at the end there, Trevenant Pot Noodle, who was just on that bottom goal. It was a 1v4 until the rest of the team came, and it was a defense like not I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I think I'd be kicking myself if I was Kimiko there. There was definitely the second game that could have been won. Looking at the stats, only 3 kills between the whole team, 2 of which coming from Umbreon. Bit disappointing maybe from the Zacian, the Mew and the Delphox. Probably would have liked to have seen some kills there. Whereas Wooper, as a team, smashing it with 14 kills between them. 5 from Lowlad with his Inteleon. Blastoise, definitely my MVP that game. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Lapras gets banned again. Hopefully, it's not going to happen 3 games in a row, but it would be funny if it does. So we're currently sitting on a Hooper, a Lapras, and a Slowbro ban. What do you think for this last game?
I can see a Blastoise ban. Blastoise Trevenant.
Yeah, I can. And it's looking like the Umbreon is going to be one of the bans, which is probably the smart thing to do. Umbreon's been very impressive. And
Bro.
Slowbro. Cool. Okay, so we've had 2 Pokemon banned twice.
Yes, we have.
fair enough.
And I think it's actually Type-Wooper have done that twice.
Yeah, there must be a reason behind it. Maybe they're just going for the lulls. I
Right,
respect it.
they picked the Lapras, which means they will get the DQ. Unfortunately.
Oh wow! Yes, you're right.
We just need to put that into the chat because that is actually a DQ because they've picked a Lapras because Lapras is banned.
Yeah, unfortunately, not too sure why that happened. That's maybe a misunderstanding or maybe a forgetting. But teams, just to tell people who are watching, we always run a stored ban process. So once Pokemon is banned, it is banned for the remainder of the games, the 3 games that you're playing. Players are made aware of this, so they do know. And we also have a sheet that they have access to show what Pokemon are banned. So it really shouldn't happen, and it is very unfortunate that it does. But this will result in a disqualification.